Okay, so today's video is going to be about programming in Commodore Basic on the Commodore 64 computer. And I need a program that will combine two different basic programs together. So I found one in a Compute Magazine article dated from October 1983, written by Jim Butterfield. So I'm going to type that in so I can use it. Alright, get started here. Let's see. Like I said before, this was written by Jim Butterfield, who wrote a bunch of Commodore programs in the 80s, and like I think he might even taught classes, I don't know, but I think he wrote a bunch of books, and he knew a lot of things about Commodore computers. Not just the 64, but also the PET and the VIC, and just basically all the computers that Commodore made. I think he was like an expert on all of them. And occasionally you would see articles written from him in Compute Magazine. I'm sure that he wrote for other magazines too. I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, but you know, all that stuff's available on the internet, I'm sure. So I get this program in so I can use it, and I will show what programs I'm trying to combine, merge together in probably in a later video. But I was wondering, you know, how can I do this? How can I got two different programs I need to, you know, I need to be as one, but I did not know how I can combine them together. And so I got to looking on the internet, of course, and what do you know, I come across this Jim Butterfield article. It's like, yeah, you know, that would make sense, because I remember him writing a bunch of stuff back in the day, also known as the 1980s, where he would be solving all kinds of problems on the Commodore computers. And he's still solving problems 40 years later. Ain't that cool? You know, I don't know how much of this is right or wrong. I'm just kind of typing it very quickly. So I know it's not very interesting to watch, but it's interesting to type it in though. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. I was doing fine till I looked at the screen. Almost done. all good programmers put in their code. Except for me, I never put any error handling in my code. That's better put that rim statement goes into it. No, I put a little bit of error handling in there, just enough to get by, you know. All right, let's see. No, maybe that's why I never really did too good as a programmer, because I would never put in adequate error handling. Let's see. Whoa, that's a lot of not messed up there. What in the world? Should have been paying attention. Man, this is slower than I thought it was. Thought I could type this in real quick, but no. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Oh well. Uh-oh, hang on. Sorry. Little tacos were done. Now then. This 70. We're closing in on home stretch. Maybe. Now I got tacos all over the 64 keyboard. Oh well. Alright, is that it? Wait a minute. Need to be a rim statement. Oh man, there's more. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's unlikely. Well, it's possible. Huh. I thought you had to have a then statement. He doesn't have one in the code. Very suspicious. I'm pretty sure though that you gotta have one. I don't know. I could be wrong. Hey, it's Jim Butterfield. You know, who am I to second guess him? Commodore Guru. I'm nobody. So I must assume that he is correct, and I am wrong in my assumption that you need a then statement. Uh-oh. Time for another taco. They're really good. There ain't nothing better than programming in BASIC and eating a taco all at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry, mini taco. Well, if I make an error in programming here, well, I mean, I'm not really programming, I'm typing in Jim Butterfield's program. Well, if I make an error in doing that, then I'm blaming the mini taco. Well, I mean, he's had several lines in there. Oh, now I'm getting into possible errors in the listing, because I should have went to the original, the way it originally appeared in the magazine, because all this stuff is like been scanned in by a computer, and as we know, computers make mistakes just like people. That's a coincidence, isn't it? Let's see. Alright, that's the end of the program there. Okay, let's save this as merge, no, not marge, merge 1, because I'm sure there's going to be multiple versions. Let's run it and see what it does. Well, it's coming up with a disk error. 150, 150, 150. Input 15 E string. Yeah, all kinds of errors. Let's see. 60 if E. Oh, yeah, that's not right. Okay. Save it again. Merge 2. I don't know what I'm doing here. 8. Okay. Go to listing. Now the programs I want to merge together is I don't want to corrupt my files. Let's go 20 and Sprite 1. Well, wait a minute, I'm going to do this first. Let's see. Now I'll save that as Sprite S2. Now, new load, merge 2. Alright. So we'll Sprite test 1. Some kind of error. Okay, and let's see, list it. see, sprite test 1, sprite test 2, test 220. Oh, okay. Sprite test 3. No, okay. I've got another syntax error in there. Hang on. Oh, these tacos are so good. Anyways, so excuse me. I went through the program listing and I took out all the spaces that I had between like the get command and the print command and the input command and then the number symbol and the file number, because BASIC interprets that as like keyboard input instead of like or output versus like a device input or output. I think that's right. Anyway, and Jim Butterfield was right. You don't need the, if you use the goto, you don't need a then statement. He knew. He knew. That's why he's Jim Butterfield, I guess. Alright, so I saved this already. Now I'm going to delete it. Now, I'm going to do some testing. Okay, so this, I'm going to say program 1. Print. Up. Hello. And just do that. Okay, now I'm going to save that as test. I don't know if I already got a test thing on there. See, test 01. I know that's not on there. Okay. Let's save that. Alright. Now, I'm going to go program 2. I'm going to say hello again. I'm going to save that as test 2. Okay. Now, make sure all that stuff's on disk. And it is. Okay, now type new. Now load the merge program in there. Make sure it's in there. Yeah. Run. Okay. So I want to merge test 1. Test 2 together. Call it test 3. Okay. New hello test 3. Oh, because it's got alright. I messed up. Let me do this again, but I'll have to do it a different way. So we'll go 40. It's got to be. You can merge two basic programs as long as the line numbers aren't the same. Okay, so if I do this, and then save that as test 4. Okay, now type new, type load merge, load 3. Okay, so I want to merge test 2 and test 4, and I'll call the new one test 5. Alright, now if I load test 5, it should be test 2 and test 4 together, and it is. Okay, it works. Cool. Jim Butterfield knows what he's doing. 40 years ago he knew what he's doing, and 40 years later he knew what he's doing. Okay then, so this merge program was written by Commodore Guru, Jim Butterfield. And this program, I typed it in as seen in Compute Magazine issue 41 from October 1983, and it was on page 144 of that issue. And I wonder what the cover of it looked like, of the magazine for that issue. That was something else about Compute Magazine. I like the artwork. It's fantastic. Anyway, so there we have it, people. Another excellent program in BASIC on the Commodore 64 from the past, from the 80s. All for your viewing pleasure. Okay. This is Scotty from Scotty Animation with my tacos, and I'll talk to you later. For more content, you can visit www.scottyanimations.com. There's a lot more stuff on there.